Great to have my next guest back here on the program. Jordan Espinosa is going to be taking on Tim Elliott at UFC 259 on March 6th. Jordan, how's it going, man?
I'm doing good. Just got done training.
That's good. And I know you're going to game after. I was going to ask you, what are you going to be gaming after this?
I've been playing a game called Hades. It's a roguelike game that's from an indie company. But anyway, It's super fun.
That's cool. Okay. I haven't seen that, but that's part of the reason I asked is because I'm trying to get some games for myself, but we'll see. You're supposed to fight Tim on January 16th. I know you got COVID. I got to ask, how are the symptoms? How is everything in terms of getting it? It sucks, obviously, but how much did it impact you?
I had relatively mild symptoms. I had a headache and a fever for a couple of days, body aches and chills for 2 days max. The most annoying part really was the headache lasted for about 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Other than that, when I came back training, I took about 6 weeks off of training. Our state had locked down again anyway, right around the time I had COVID, so it was kind of convenient. So I took about 6 weeks off of training. Now getting back into training, I didn't have any breathing problems from COVID, but taking 6 weeks off, that's the longest I've taken off since I was a freshman in high school from wrestling.
Okay, yeah, I believe it.
That's crazy, but that's the longest time I've ever taken off, and the first 2 or 3 weeks back were a little rough, but I feel 100% now. Good.
Imagine playing a lot of games then during that time, or was the headaches too bad for even that? Did you just have to chill out?
No, I was playing a lot of games. It wasn't that bad.
Could be worse. If you didn't have a gaming system, you'd be in trouble, right? So
yeah, my girlfriend got it the same time as I did. We lived together, so at least I wasn't just by myself, cooped up. Right. And yeah, I was able to play games. I was able to get do a few streams. So it wasn't, in all honesty, it wasn't terrible. It could have been much worse.
Yeah. How do you think you got it, or is it just like you have no idea?
Probably training.
Yeah.
After I got it, several of my teammates and then people surrounding, we all got it. So it's part of the nature of the beast, I guess. Can't really train MMA without a mask. So yeah.
Yeah, no, well, glad to see you're all healthy and good to go. You must have been happy to get this fight rebooked because I know this is a pretty notable opponent to get to fight.
Yeah, Tim's been trying to fight me for like the past 2 years. He's called me out a few times on social media and stuff, and I have no bad blood like with him or towards him. I'm actually I've trained over there at the Glory MMA in Kansas City with Kraus and stuff, and so I have a lot of respect for their coaches. One of my best friends trains over there, Kevin Kroom.
Oh, I didn't know you're buddies with Kevin, because Kevin's obviously friends with Tim as well, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah. So me and Kevin have known each other for over 10 years, and we lived with each other on 2 separate occasions. So
oh, cool.
I've known him since way back, since I was like 20 years old. So, and yeah, vice versa. Yeah, he's actually cornered me a couple times. He cornered me for the Mark De La Rosa fight, and he's cornered me for...
That's right. Okay, yeah. No, I definitely remember that. When he worked at Target, did he give you any discounts on games when you worked there? That's the most important question in this interview.
I lived with him when he worked at Target, but he literally only worked at Target for a couple months, I think, tops. But
did he? Okay.
No, he didn't give me any discounts on the games.
Oh, that's too bad. Got to get some perks. I know the last fight didn't go your way against David Dvorak. I know it's been a bit, but what did you take away the most from that performance?
Yeah, it was a weird fight. They had a good game plan. It's kind of stifled my movement with the calf kicks. It's not like it was my first time ever dealing with calf kicks, but it's always a little bit different inside the cage, not wearing shin pads. My biggest takeaway, I think I landed pretty, like my efficiency was decent, but a lot of what I did, he was really shelled up and didn't take many chances, and like he played it pretty safe. And then whenever I tried to go in, he'd counter with a calf kick, and I failed to make the adjustments that I think I could have made sooner. Maybe use some wrestling sooner, and maybe instead of trying to check him, just get out of the way. Because after a while, once you take 2 or 3, even when you check him, your calf is still taking damage. And it's just if you turn it out or don't turn it out enough, just a centimeter one way or the other, your leg's either going to be trashed or you might hurt the other guy. But no, I didn't feel that fight was weird because I didn't really feel like I fought. Like,
no, I know what you mean. Yeah, because it did go the distance, right? So yeah.
Yeah, it went the distance. I didn't feel like I did terrible either. It's not like he just ran over me. I mean, the kid's good though. He's on I think 15 fight win streak or something now. I saw he just got a fight book against Raulian Paiva. But it's frustrating to say the least. But I think Tim Elliott is a much different type of style and fight. Tim Elliott, when you fight him, you kind of know he fights similar every single time. He's going to be in your face. He's going to have awkward striking. He's going to have relentless wrestling, scrambly jiu-jitsu, and I'm expecting all that and more.
Good stuff. Training camp, who you getting to work with? I know there's restrictions and stuff, but who you getting to work with for this camp?
Yeah, well, since we opened back up, it hasn't been too bad. New Mexico was on a full lockdown again at the end of December, early January, I believe. But that lasted for a couple weeks. Damasio Page, former UFC fighter, he's going to be in my corner again. An hour ago, I just got done with the session with him and my striking coach Ray Yee and my head coach Chris Luttrell. Jerome Rivera, another UFC flyweight. Those are Damasio and Jerome have been my main kind of training partners just in general for the past 2 years. Mm-hmm. But other guys that kind of fly under the radar. I've also been going to the ranch.
I was going to say, I remember you mentioned that last time with Cowboy, right? So
we've been going up to the ranch too, and they have Harry St. Ledger as jiu-jitsu coach, and he's really awesome. Jafari, the wrestling coach, those guys are great. Like having those bodies to work with as well, different from what I've been working with for the past 5 years, is nice. And then just also being able to pick the brain of Cowboy, Carlos Condit comes up, John Dotson comes up, like that kind of experience is kind of just even being around and watching and seeing how they approach things is invaluable.
Kind of a small world here. I don't know if you've seen her over there, but there's Cowboy works with a nutritionist by the name of Shara, who's actually from Edmonton, which is like an hour from where I live. And I know Shara quite well. And I know she had trouble getting down there because of the whole pandemic thing. But I think she did eventually make it down there at the camp. I don't know if you know who I'm talking about.
No, I know exactly. She's there.
She is? Okay, good. Yeah.
She was out here for a while. I think she recently went back to Canada, but yeah, she was there every time we went up to the ranch. She was there at our training sessions. So cool. I definitely know Shara. She's awesome. She's
awesome. Yeah, no, she's great at what she does. And the weight cut's going well, I assume. Like, even with COVID, we weren't eating too badly during the 6 weeks off, or how did things go?
I actually lost weight during COVID.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, because I know it affects everyone differently, right? So
yeah, so while I was sick, I lost probably 8 to 10 pounds. Probably lost some muscle in there too. But from being 2.5 weeks out, I'm where I would like to be. For my last camp with David Dvorak, I was actually a little bit lighter. I think I came in on fight week weighing like 136, which is incredibly light for fight week. Usually I'm around the 141 range, about 15 over. And then I just cut the water that week. But weight's not bad. Weight's not bad at all. I think it won't be an issue. I still have 2.5 weeks out. If I could probably lose like another 5 more pounds within that time, and then fight week would be easy.
How's this fight playing out on March 6th?
I really, 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 really think I could stop Tim Elliott. I'm a lot faster than him. I'm a lot more athletic. I think my striking is a lot more technical. Where I just got to be cognizant and careful of his sneaky chokes, his sneaky scrambles, his relentless wrestling. I think if I can make it hard for him to get a takedown, just make him work harder and beat him up a little bit while he's working for takedowns, I could maybe even tire him out and finish him.
I imagine the plan is to just, if you come out unscathed, with a win, get right back in there type thing, kind of get some momentum going, or what's sort of the game plan after this without looking past Tim Elliott?
Yeah. I feel like I perform better, and as long as I don't have any injuries or whatever, I perform better whenever I'm staying active. A fight every 3 or 4 months. I feel more comfortable. Everything's clicking. I'm in a groove. And so ideally, fight Tim Elliott, get a finish, hopefully get a bonus. Although there's 3 title fights on my card, so that's probably unlikely.
Kind of sucks. It's cool you get to fight with Izzy and everything, but the chances of getting a bonus are kind of slim, right? So
yeah, usually usually that's the case. But if all goes well and I come out unscathed, come out with a big victory, I'll probably be looking to fight. What is this, March? Probably sometime June, July, maybe.
Okay. Did you get up to anything for Valentine's Day?
I got my girlfriend some flowers and
Nice.
a little crystal engraved thing of
Look
me
at you,
kissing her
man.
on the
Romance
cheek.
isn't dead. There you go. The modern man is still bringing it.
Me kissing her on the cheek from our vacation in Mexico last November. So yeah, that's all we did. We didn't go out. We got takeout because I think at that time, well, this was like a week ago. We just opened up. Or indoor dining just opened up again like this past week. So we got takeout and just ate at home.
Good stuff, man. Well, I'm looking forward to this fight, UFC 259, March 6th. Jordan, thanks so much for the time, man. Always appreciate it. Just remind people where they can get a hold of you on social media, and if you got any sponsors or shout-outs, I'll give you the last word.
For sure. Thanks, James. Hit me up on social media. You can find me at statechamp_103 on Instagram. Same thing on Twitter. And also you can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv, statechamp_103.